Here we go, the third game of our triple header tonight. We started with a wrestling duel between the Crusaders and the Warriors. The Lincoln Lutheran won that one 23-21. Then the Lincoln Christian girls varsity just knocked off the Warriors 53-35 behind 14 made three-pointers tonight for LCS. And now the boys will do battle. Lincoln Christian 1-0 on the season with a win over Seward 75-36 Tuesday night. The Lincoln Lutheran Warriors with their first game of the year tonight. Should be a great game. I'm Keith Miles. I'll be joined tonight by Brent Ailes. Right now we're going to hear from Mr. Mark Powell, who's going to tell us about some exciting stuff going on with the Lincoln Christian Capital Campaign. We're here today with Mark Powell, Director of Stewardship and Advancement for Lincoln Christian School. And Mark, you are in the midst of an exciting capital campaign. Tell us a little about it.
Sure, Keith. Exciting times for the school. We're raising resources for the Shields Multipurpose Center. It's a $3.7 million project. And to date, God has provided $1.5 million of the goal, of the campaign goal, and about $2.2 million to go. And it'll be a game changer for, I think, our Lincoln Christian students, families, community, in that not just a gym, but a multi-purpose area for training, additional classrooms, wrestling room, a space for our cheerleaders. So a lot of really good things included in this facility that have been needed for quite a while.
And you refer to it as the Shields Center, and I assume that means Shields has made a commitment to the project?
They have. They kind of kick things off with a lead gift of $450,000, and been great partners to work with. Really, all the requests that they want is just their name on the side of the building, and allow us to design and produce whatever facility that we want that would best meet the needs of our students.
And now tell us about a matching gift opportunity that we have for this program.
Sure. We just received a gift yesterday, so that would be December 10th, and it's for the next 21 days. It's a $450,000 match, and it's dollar for dollar for every gift given in the next 3 weeks. This generous donor will match that, and we'll just kind of see where we're at when we get to January.
And if someone would love to get involved with the project, how do they do that?
Sure. All sorts of information on the Lincoln Christian website. You just click the foundation button and you'll see what the specifics of the project. There's a way to give online, but certainly if you're interested and want more information, give me a call. The number is 402-488-8888. Extension 224. Mark Powell.
We're looking forward to God doing some great things here at LCS.
He has. It's what a wonderful school, and He's blessed for so many years and continues to bless in some amazing ways. And just the fact that we've moved to as far as we have already is really exciting on this project.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Come Dasher, come Dancer, come Prancer, come Vixen, come Comet, come Cupid, come Thunder, come Blitzen. Put on your bells, your Christmas bells. Come on, we're going for a sleigh ride. Christmas time is here again. Come on, we're going for a sleigh ride to spread good cheer again. From the top of the chimney to the top of the wall, dash away, dash away, dash away all. What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Lincoln Christian School family, this is Kurt Earl, head football coach and activities director, and I just want to thank you for supporting Crusader activities and for tuning in to the Crusader Sports Network today, and just can't say enough about how much I appreciate you guys and all that you do to make this school happen. God bless, and to God be the glory.
It's boys varsity time, and again we welcome the Warriors from Lincoln Lutheran High School to be battled with your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Warriors, number 2, 6'3" junior Micah Schluter. Number 10, 5'11" junior Max Bartles. Number 20, 5'10", a sophomore, Gabe Schmidt. Number 23, 6'3" sophomore, Johnny Pels. And number 31, 6'3" senior, Joshua Pels. The Warriors are coached by Jason Grimes, assisted by John Daniel, Scott Schmidt, and Derek Grossman. And now for your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Number 3, 6'7" senior, Drew Beukelman. Number 4, 6'1" junior, Gage Holland. Number 10, 5'11" senior, Gunnar Warren. Number 12, 6'1" senior, Gavin McGeer. In the middle, number 42, 7' junior, Easton Marshbanks. Crusaders are coached by Barry Henry, assisted by Noah Borkman, Nate Gross, Josh Myrie, and Chad Hansen. Let's play basketball.
All right, we are ready to go. The crosstown rivalry, nothing like getting that going in the first week of the season. Lincoln Christian and Lincoln Lutheran ready to go, and we got to get those guys in the right order here, and then we're ready to go. Marshbanks controls the tip, and Gavin McGeer has it, and quickly up ahead to Drew Beukelman, drives baseline, goes up and lays it in. So a quick start for Lincoln Christian, and Beukelman picks up right where he left off after Tuesday night.
We'll take that start, huh?
Definitely. That's Schluter with it for the Warriors. Back over to number 20, Schmidt. Bartles. Schmidt tries a 3. And Holland tries to tip the rebound out, but it ends up back in the hands of the Warriors. So Schmidt will reset. Here comes Joshua Pels, their lone returning starter, and a great job by Marshbanks. He was on the floor and was able to get rid of that ball before he traveled. And then we got an injury on the Warriors. I didn't see what happened there. That is number 10, Max Bartles. I don't know if they he just got tangled up with somebody running back down the court.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened over there either, actually. I was watching the ball, and I think it happened a little bit more towards half court there.
And Josh Dutzman, number 0, is in to replace him. Number 0. 0's not a number, right? From the free throw line, Beukelman's got 2 buckets.
That's a shot Drew can hit consistently. He's got a good touch from outside.
And good elevation, too. He can usually get up over the defender. They try to get it inside to Dutzman, out of bounds. Josh Dutzman, the starting quarterback on their football team. And again, I mentioned on their first offensive possession, Joshua Pels, their lone returning starter, and he's joined in the starting lineup by his younger brother, Johnny Pels. From the elbow, this time just a little bit short, but Marshbanks is there for the cleanup.
Good job, Easton. Got position, able to put it back up with a nice soft touch.
And a 3 on the way from Dutzman, in and out. And the rebound comes down to Beukelman, and then a foul will go against Micah Schleuder on the rebound.
Yeah, you mentioned Josh Pels, their lone returning starter. He actually, you probably maybe know, but grew up playing basketball, youth basketball with a lot of our kids here.
Oh, did he?
From Lincoln Christian,
yep.
Played for years all the way up through 8th grade with these guys. So a lot of friends out there on the court.
He averaged 15 points a game last year for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. Football, basketball.
And a great move to the hoop by McGear, but he just can't finish. Schmidt with it. And a 3 on the way. That's number 23, Pels, Johnny Pels. He misses, and a foul on the rebound. It'll stay on this end. The foul goes on Marshbanks, so his first. Easton did a good job on Tuesday night staying out of foul trouble. That's always a potential issue when you got a big man down there.
Yep. And it's interesting, we've got him matched up on number 20, so that must be the scouting report. That's who Coach Nunley's wanting him to guard.
And that's Schmidt with it now. And Josh Pels to Dutzman, and there's a travel, just kind of shuffled his feet. Thanks for joining us here on the Crusader Sports Network. I'm Keith Miles, joined by the father of McKiley and Ashlyn Ailes, who hit 7 of the 14 threes in that,
Is that how it
girls
came out?
win tonight.
I knew we hit quite a few as a team. We shot the ball well. We're going to live and die by that three-pointer, that's for sure.
Marshbanks down low, and he's got another bucket. 8-0. Crusaders quickly up in the lead. Dutzman gets it inside to Joshua Pels, and he is fouled by Holan. So this game starting out kind of the opposite of the boys' JV game. Coach Hansen said the Lutheran Warriors jumped out to a 10-0 lead in the JV game. Lincoln Christian came back and won by 10, 44-34. And a long 3 from Schmidt, and he hits it. And then Schmidt picks up a foul on the other end. Crusaders and the Warriors. The Warriors coached by Jason Glines. He is in his 9th season, and I looked at his record. He has got 99 wins in his career, so let's hope he doesn't get his 100th win here tonight.
Let's keep him out of that milestone number there.
He is 99 and 93 over 8 seasons, starting his 9th season tonight. Gary Nunley starting his 6th season with the Crusaders. He's 71 and 34 with LCS. And a turnover gives it back to the Warriors. Down in the corner, Schleuder tries a 3. Schluter, pardon me. And Pels, good position, gets the rebound and the putback.
He's a tough kid battling down there, able to get position. He's strong in that low block area.
Warriors with a good rebound after falling behind 8-0. Beukelman left that a little bit short, and then a travel. McGear trapped down there on the baseline and travels. Carson Orman in for Lincoln Lutheran. Crusaders also have Jonas Berger in for the first time. He missed Tuesday's game, still kind of recovering from a football injury.
Yeah, I was talking to his dad before the game, and he could have gone on Tuesday if they needed him, but they thought maybe rest him a couple more days. Probably a good move.
Johnny Pels hits it, and the Warriors have scored 7 in a row. So quickly, a 8-point lead evaporated. A long ways to go. We're just halfway through this first quarter.
You know, you see the difference. Their last 2 buckets down there in the paint after Easton went out. Makes a big deal when you lose Easton to the bench.
McGear back out to Berger. And now Carson Taverdi in the game as well. Bounces inside. McGear has to come back out. And Beukelman goes baseline, bounces to McGear, and he finishes.
Great pass, good finish by Gavin.
And there's a three on the way from Joshua Pels. Missed. And loose ball comes down to McGear.
Got a chance to run here. Got some numbers.
Oh, and Beukelman kind of blocked by his own teammate there. Berger couldn't get out of the way quick enough. Now Taverdi drives, and he will go to the free throw line. Carson Taverdi had a nice game on Tuesday night. Transfer from Seward and gets to play his first game against his old teammates.
Yeah, I think he was really looking forward to that.
And at one point, hit a nice three-pointer right in front of the Seward bench.
Yep, I remember the one you're talking about. So Carson's a good offensive player. He's not afraid to shoot the ball, and, he'll add to that end of the floor for us for sure.
Averaged about 12 points a game last year for Seward. And goes 0 for 2 from the line this time. Schloiter with the rebound. Brady McGear in for the Crusaders. Marshbanks is back in. And Brady McGear with quick hands. Loose ball, and it's picked up by Gavin.
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a pass. I don't know how Lincoln Lutheran didn't get a hand on that
I didn't
pass.
think that was going to get where he was wanting it to go. So that was great catch, and they'll finish by Drew.
Beukelman with 6. It's 12-7, 3 on the way, and that one is off, and Beukelman skies in for the rebound. And takes it right down the lane and draws the foul on Johnny Pels.
You can see Drew playing with a lot more confidence. Senior coming back. Got a year of starting under his belt last year and being really aggressive here to start this game, looking for a shot.
That is first foul on Johnny Pels and 4 team fouls on the Warriors. Gunnar Dworick in for the first time, so the Crusaders have Dworick, Taverdi, Beukelman, Marshbanks, and Brady McGear. And for a guy who's a dead-eye shooter, you don't see that happen much, do you?
It happens every once in a while. His buddies are going to razz him about that at practice and tomorrow morning and after the game tonight.
13-7, Crusaders, 2 minutes to go, first quarter. That's Storm Porchy in for the first time for the Warriors. Schluter with it. Porchy back outside, 3 on the way, and that one is good, and that is Orman. (13-10), Warriors staying close, down to Marshbanks, goes up and under and in.
Great finish for the big guy.
And that's a shot I don't think he could have finished on last year, that type of a shot to go up and under the basket.
No, I would agree with you. He seems to be moving better this year and a little more stability under his feet than what we saw last year. So we're running this high pick and roll, and you think that ought to be open all night here, lobbing that back to Easton. There he is getting her board. Great job.
Good move by Taverdi right to the hole, but then he misses the shot. But Marshbanks now with 8. 8 for Marshbanks, 7 for Beukelman, and 2 for Gavin McGear. And there's another turnover. So the Warriors got within 3. Crusaders back up by 7. Another screen set by Marshbanks. Taverdi right back to Easton, and then he traveled.
Just got to take his time. That's going to be there all night long.
Warriors, last half minute of the first quarter.
Good D by Gunnar right there to cut him off coming through the lane. Then get the steal on top of it.
Yeah, Beukelman holds back. He wanted to drive to the glass, but I think he realized let's hold for that last shot. And now we're down to 6 seconds, and Gavin's going to have to make something happen. Dworak from the corner misses the three at the buzzer, so the Crusaders will take a 7-point lead after one. Back for the second quarter, Lincoln Christian with a 7-point lead. The Warriors got within one early after the Crusaders had an 8-0 lead, and then they got within three at 13-10, but the last couple baskets to the Crusaders. The Warriors will start this second quarter with the ball. And both these teams, again, with just less than a week of practice under their belts. Crusaders already with one game, though, and that's huge because you've had that game atmosphere to deal with.
Yeah. It definitely helps get those first game jitters out. And with what's going on, you don't want to pass up an opportunity to play right now because you just don't know how it's going to all turn out here.
And good ball movement by the Crusaders. Beukelman misses the three, and Schloiter with the rebound. Schmidt gives up his dribble and travels. And both these teams got to turn right around and play tomorrow. Lincoln Christian on the road to Sutton, and Lincoln Lutheran with their first home game against the Milford Eagles. And Sutton's always a tough place to play, so the Crusaders better be ready.
Yep. It'll be a physical battle for the boys tomorrow.
Sutton rated in the preseason top 10 there in Class C2. Here's Gavin McGear with it. Marshbanks down in the corner, inside to Gavin McGear, and he's blocked by Pels, but gets the ball right back.
Good pass, good cut. Got to finish. There we go.
And Marshbanks hits the deck, and then Pels lands on top of him. See who they give that foul to. It's going to go on Joshua Pels. And Marshbanks at the free throw line. Leaves that one a bit short. Crusaders and the Warriors played a great game last year. The came down to the buzzer. Justin Bubach had a shot at the buzzer to win it, just missed, and the Warriors had a 1-point lead, or 1-point win. That's Johnny Pels, the sophomore. He's guarded by Dworak, and he travels.
Really good defense by Gunner. He made him uncomfortable that whole time. He had the ball on the floor and then got a little help from Gavin there to get the turnover.
Crusaders have Dworak, Gavin McGear, Beukelman, Marshbanks, Holen on the floor right now. It's just an odd atmosphere in the gym. Usually when we play Lincoln Lutheran, the place is just packed.
Yeah. You know, we're glad the kids are playing, obviously. Wow.
And there is an alley-oop to Beukelman, and he brings it home.
Great pass by Gavin.
So the small but vocal crowd enjoyed that.
Right, absolutely.
And Pels tries a three. He misses. And on the other end, Beukelman with the rebound, quickly up ahead to Dworak.
Great outlet, good finish, Gunner.
And Gunner with his first bucket tonight.
Two great plays back-to-back there by us.
Crusaders with the first four here in the second quarter. Ball is loose, but Dutzman gets it back. Josh Pels.
Good D by Gage.
And a great job by Beukelman to save that from going out of bounds. Marshbanks up and under again.
Nice.
And that's going to be a timeout for Coach Jason Glines. It's 23-10, and so going back to the first quarter, that's 10 in a row for Lincoln Christian.
Yep. You know, you mentioned the crowd, and we're just thankful the kids are playing. That's number one. But it does have a little bit of, you know, lack of atmosphere of a typical Friday night basketball game, especially a crosstown rival like Lutheran. You're right, this gym would be packed, and that alley-oop, if we had 40 kids over here, this place would have been pretty loud.
And again, can't really have a student section, but yet we do have, because it's the kids who played JV and the girls varsity players, so they get to stay and watch the game. So, and we got cheerleaders, so that helps too. And coming up at halftime, we're going to have part 2 of our tour of the secondary school. Do you remember back last spring, you guys did a video tour of the school for prospective school families?
Yes, I do.
And so we showed the first half of that during halftime of the girls' game, and the second half we'll have coming up tonight. So it's kind of a neat way to just, even for grandparents and others who have grandkids and know people here at school but don't know a lot about what goes on, they get to meet some of the teachers and see the facilities. It's kind of a fun thing.
Right. Yeah, Jill and her team did a great job with that last spring, and that's kind of one of those, as the pandemic's happening, we're not in school fourth quarter, how do we still show our facilities and kind of what we're about here at Lincoln Christian to prospective families and such. So,
and they also did one of the elementary side, and so we'll show that at a future game hopefully. Out of the timeout, Warriors down 13. Johnny Pels for 3, long, and Beukelman in good position. He's got the rebound, and he wants to run. Takes it all the way up and just misses, but Marshbanks, he's there for the putback. He misses, and then he'll go to the line. And let's see. Schmidt picks up the foul.
As I mentioned it earlier, just Drew's mentality right now has been very aggressive on the offensive end. He's got the length, the speed with the dribble, and he's given Lutheran problems here.
And Marshbanks up to 11 already. He's got 11 and looks like 9 for Beukelman. So that's 20 of your 24 points right there. And that one goes in. Hits off the back of the iron but then drops down. Marshbanks now 2 for 4 from the line. You know, in that girls' game, talk about free throws. McKiley got fouled shooting a 3 and hit 3 free throws, and that was in kind of late third quarter. That was the first time we made a free throw all night long.
Yeah.
Ball out of bounds. It'll go back to LCS.
We've got faith in the middle, but we don't have, a lot of inside presence where you get those fouls around the rim and things going up, and so we may not see the free throw line a whole lot depending on the game, just with the style of play we're putting out on the floor most of the time. It
was an interesting game. I mean, the Crusaders won by 18. They hit 14 threes, but the Warriors played great defense. And then a travel by Berger on this end. It didn't feel like an 18-point win by any stretch.
Yeah, no. It was it was a really intense game, too, and it was physical, and Lutheran had the full court press, and it was a good, fun game, though.
Warrior girls with a first-year coach, so that was a matchup of first-year coaches. Wade Coulter for the Warriors and Britt Ehlers for the Crusaders. He's got 2 wins. There's Pels for the 3.
Yeah,
nice putback. Yeah.
Nobody boxed out on the backside there, left free.
Orman gets the putback. He's got 5 to match his number tonight, 25-12. And Brady McGeer trying to get it to Berger, just too much traffic.
Yep.
Pels backs in, now kicks it back out. And Orman. And basket is going to go, I think, right? Is it? Are they going to count it? We'll see.
I think they're going to get Pels on a foul, possibly.
Yep.
He and Jonas were battling down low, and Jonas was doing a good job boxing him out.
And so for Josh Pels, that's 2 fouls, and he's going to take a seat on the bench.
It definitely helps us with him going out of the game already.
And Lincoln Christian in the bonus already. 17 fouls on the Warriors, just 2 on LCS. And Jonas Berger at the line. He's got the first. And leaves that one short.
Something going through the team here tonight.
Yeah.
I think it was Drew's second attempt as well that he left short, so that's all right. It's early in the season, right? Still getting the rust off a little bit.
Lincoln Christian by 12. Johnny Pels inside Orman, back outside Dutzman. Shoots and hits.
It's good ball movement, find the open shooter.
And that's the third 3 for the Warriors. That's helping keep them in the game. And then a foul on the other end on Brady McGear.
That's one of those kind of 50-50 calls, but usually that's a block.
Gage Holden is back in, as well as Marshbanks. And let's see who else came in. Taverdi came in. So you've got Holden, Marshbanks, Taverdi, Gavin McGear, and Gunnar Dworak. And Aiden Zager in for the Warriors for the first time tonight. That's Johnny Pels. And a foul on Taverdi. So the Crusaders trying to catch up with fouls here.
Foul number 30, Carson Taverdi is first.
Dutzman with it. Johnny Pels. Boy, Gavin McGear is not letting Dutzman get any daylight. Pels up and over. Taverdi misses the shot, and Carson with the rebound. Lobs it up and over to Marshbanks, and he's going to get another travel call.
Yeah. He could have kicked that out. He was a little bit off the block when he caught it. Kick that back out, reestablish yourself down on the block, and then let's get it back into him when he's a little bit under control.
Lincoln Christian was up by 13. Now it's a 9-point game. Orman tries a 3. Ball batted around and cracks it down in the corner. The Warriors keep the possession. Pels goes to the glass and with a nice move.
Yep, nice drive through the lane. Good finish.
And the Warriors have cut it back to 7, so they have not lost the will here so far. Taverdi is fouled, I think, before the shot, but it still should be 1-1.
It was a good baseline drive there. We've run that high screen out there on the wing, and we've taken it in. Drew's hit some shots or taken them right there at the free throw line, and Carson saw a baseline open and went the other way and fooled the defense just a little bit.
Schluter picks up the foul. Oh, and Taverdi misses the free throw partway down, but comes back out.
Struggles are continuing at the line, though.
Pels open for 3.
Good box out.
And a rebound over the back, or a foul over the back on the rebound.
Carson and Gavin both did a good job boxing out their players there.
Oh, that's right. So McGear makes the first free throw. And he's 2 for 2, so that stops the mini run by the Warriors. It's 28-19. And a steal by Holen. Oh, they're going to call jump ball. Lincoln Lutheran keeps it. Just over 2 minutes to go before halftime. Oh, I'm sorry, Lincoln Christian has it. And McGear from the corner.
Shot by Gavin.
And that's our first made three of the night.
Gavin's typically a pass-first point guard, which is okay, but he's got a nice shot as well.
And a three ball on the way and missed by Storm Porchy. Quickly up ahead to Beukelman.
Nice pass.
Hands off to Marshbanks, and Easton finishes.
Great pass by Drew. Way to run the floor for the big man, Easton, as well.
It's 14 for Marshbanks tonight. And that foul's going to go on to Verdi. It's 2 on Carson Taverdi, and I think he's going to come out. Gunnar Dworick is in. Still just 5 team fouls on LCS. Zager across to Pels. And Dutzman down in the corner, back outside. Pels a long three. Leaves that one short. Gunnar Dworick with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to McGear, and he scoops it in. So the Crusaders on a run now, and they've opened up a 16-point margin. Tipped by Holen, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors. And Lincoln Lutheran will take a timeout. Less than a minute to go here in the half, 35-19. That's an interesting place to take a timeout because you're thinking, well, are you going to need those in the second half? But I guess also you don't want to give up any more points and get down any further here in this half.
He may want to run a set play here coming out and thinking it's kind of critical to get a bucket here, so could be part of his thinking.
So we've got a capital campaign going on, and just got a great opportunity for a matching gift for what we can raise between now and the end of December, and that is exciting. The To God Be the Glory campaign, the new Shields Center is going to have academics and activities. Both are going to benefit from that project.
Yeah, if we can kind of get that to all fall into place, it's going to be a great thing for our school community, definitely.
And we were talking during the girls' game. We get that one of the great things, if you're the parent of a junior high basketball player, you may not have to take your kid to a 6 a.m. practice anymore because we'll have another gym for practice. The wrestling team will have their own dedicated space. Cheerleaders also space for baseball and tennis to work over the winter inside.
Yeah.
And then 3 new classrooms too.
Yep. I am on daughter number 3 of 6 a.m. practices, so I can relate, and it would be great to be done with those. And that's inside, and the ball is on the ground, and Beukelman picks it up, and he wants to run. He bounces to Dworick, and Dworick ends up turning it over. I think Gunnar should have just gone up with the shot. Yep, we should have got an easy basket out of that.
And then Dutzman from the corner misses a 3 long. Johnny Pels with the rebound, back outside and back inside. Ortman, and a block. What a rejection by Beukelman. And Dutzman makes good on the 3 that time, his second of the game. So that's a big bucket for the Warriors to give them a little bit to build on as they go into the locker room. Crusaders are going to try to finish with a basket, and Dworick is going to leave that one short. Might have been tipped. But Lincoln Christian nonetheless with a nice lead. It's 35-22. They came out on fire. Warriors got within 3 late in the first, and then Lincoln Christian with a couple of nice runs to go to the halftime with a nice lead.
Yeah, it was a good half, and, we were able to get some easy baskets in transition as well, which is always helpful.
So we will take a break. Again, we said coming up here at halftime, it's part 2 of our tour of the LCS secondary schools, so enjoy that, and then come on back for more basketball.
When we added the new Science, Math, and Technology wing in 2016, one of the goals was to create state-of-the-art science labs that would allow more hands-on learning. Students at Lincoln Christian engage in fun science experiments while learning the fundamentals of physical science, chemistry, physics, biology, and even medical terminology. I've asked one of our science teachers, Mr. Cooley, to share a few examples now.
Here in chemistry, we get to learn a little bit about how God's creation is intertwined in different aspects of it through electron configurations. Here, we can see the reason why we get different colors in flames. Anywhere from green to maybe a red flame that we see in there. And why those flames actually happen. We can learn about that in chemistry, as well as different aspects of the reason why liquids change colors when added from another liquid. In physics, we can understand a little bit about why some balls bounce and other balls don't. We can learn and measure the ramp on how balls can actually fall, and using calculations in math, calculate the precise distance that balls will follow.
One of our distinctives at Lincoln Christian School is that while every subject is taught through the lens of God's Word, we're able to actually teach God's Word as well. Students kindergarten through 12th grade have Bible every day, and the goal is much more than knowledge, it's transformed hearts. Mr. Worka, one of our Bible teachers, is up next.
So I had the opportunity to teach 7th and 8th grade Bible here at Lincoln Christian. And what I love about what we try to do with them is try to connect the dots between the entire story of Scripture. So for the 7th graders, we try to look at some of those main characters and main ideas of the covenants and the sacrificial systems and Adam to Abraham to David, and see how that all points to Jesus. And then for the 8th graders, they're looking specifically at the Gospels. And my hope there is that they would come face to face with Jesus. I know that they've read a lot of these stories before, but I want them to connect with them on a different level. And ask, not only do they understand that, do they know that story, but do they believe it? And is it a part of their life? And then with that, I also want to take opportunities for them to explore questions that they have. Because I know a big part of my testimony is that I had questions that I needed answers for, and I wanted to find those in the Bible. So I'm looking for as many ways as I can to engage these kids where they're at and to see what questions they have.
Our secondary music program is second to none. Would you believe that Lincoln Christian students represented 35% of the Class B All-State Band this past year? I'd like to introduce you to our talented band teacher, Mrs. Bond.
We know that music is a gift from God, and so we approach it differently. We love it, we appreciate it, we see a way to use it to worship, to serve others, and just some really unique things that we do throughout the course of our year. In junior high, you can sing in the choir or play your instrument, either in band or in strings. And then same thing in high school, we offer band and choir and strings. In the choir world, you can sing in the full choir, you can do solos in small groups, same with the strings. In the band, we have lots of things. Marching band, we have a huge competitive, super fun marching band. We have the state champion jazz band. Then we have a great system of leadership. We have high school drum majors who are like my assistant coaches, and they have lots of responsibilities to help and lead the younger ones. And then we put all of those three departments together to our worship team. We have a weekly chapel here at school, and the musicians who lead that chapel are from the band and the choir and the strings departments and get to serve in that way too, which is just a cool culmination of the work they have done individually to put it together to worship.
Each week, our students gather for a chapel time with student sharing and student-led worship. We're blessed to have a director of spiritual development that specifically focuses on assisting our teachers in the area of biblical integration, coordinating weekly chapel, and mentoring teachers and students. That director is Mr. Lockyer.
The thing that makes us distinctive as a Christian school is Christ-centeredness. Is that Colossians chapter 1 reminds us that Christ is before all things, and that all things were created by him, for him, and through him. And so every course that we teach, every activity that we do, and the way we look at the Bible needs to be from the focus of Jesus Christ and the gospel. And if we don't do it that way, then all we become is a religious, moralistic school rather than a distinctive Christian school.
Over 95% of our students are involved in co-curricular activities. In athletics, we encourage students to become multi-sport athletes, and beyond athletics, we encourage all students to become involved in more than one activity, believing the opportunities they have in a school our size to be involved in multiple activities will help them develop their God-given abilities to the maximum potential.
Welcome to the high school gym. My name's Kurt Earl. I'm the activities director here at Lincoln Christian School. I think one of the most important things about what we do in activities at Lincoln Christian is that we believe each of them is a co-curricular opportunity in which we get another opportunity to further the teaching of a gospel worldview, a biblical worldview, through what we do here at Lincoln Christian. So it's just one more way that we are training students and coaches and everybody involved to be more like Christ as they journey through a season or a production or whatever it may be together.
We have 30 acres here at Lincoln Christian School, a lot of room to expand and grow our campus. All of the enhancements we make have been provided by God's blessing. Mr. Powell leads the shepherding and stewardship of these gifts. I've asked him to share a little bit about some of the ways the foundation has and is continuing to help advance our school.
In the last 6 years, the Lord has provided over $6 million in capital improvements, which include a new science and technology addition, football field, amphitheater, renovations to the high school classrooms. And looking forward, we'd like to put a new playground on the ground, as well as the Shields Multi-Purpose Center. Shields Foundation has generously contributed almost $500,000 to the school, and that new facility will include weight training and conditioning, a wrestling room, a space for our cheerleaders, and will be a huge blessing for the generations to come.
Lastly, I want to introduce you to our leader and superintendent, Dr. Zach Kassabaum. Dr. Kassabaum's experience as an administrator spans both public and private schools, but God has given him a true passion for Christian education and a heart for the relationships and influence educators can have on students in their most formative years.
I'm glad that you're exploring the possibility of Christian education for your child. I truly believe there's no better time to have your child in Christian education than right now, where every aspect of society is questioning the very essence of truth. Here at Lincoln Christian School, we focus on the core values of truth, relationships, excellence, and transformation. And our desire is that every child would have a life-changing education in which every aspect of everything we do is rooted in the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'd love to be meeting with you personally right now and getting to know you, but I hope you enjoy the tour, and I hope to see you at Lincoln Christian School. Thank you.
Thank you for taking time to watch our virtual tour. We look forward to meeting you.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky, and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh.
Hey Crusader fans, I'm Gary Nunley, head basketball coach at Lincoln Christian, and I just want to thank you for supporting the Crusaders and the Crusader Sports Network. Go Crusaders!
Here we go, second half of basketball coming up. The Crusaders up by 13. I heard a stat from our assistant coaches in the hallway there. Lincoln Lutheran, it doesn't seem like they tried 23s, but they said they were 4 of 20 from three-point shooting in that first half.
Yeah, they took quite a few, but I wouldn't probably not have guessed 20 either.
And another interesting stat, I think they've got to probably feel fortunate they're only down 13 because their leading scorer, Joshua Pels, didn't have any points in that first half.
No, we contained him pretty well, and he went to the bench with over 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, so that's helpful when he misses half a quarter. But
there's Schmidt, launches another three, and he's got it to start the second half, so a good start for the Warriors, and they'll get within 10. Marshbanks goes up, snags that, goes up over Pels and scores. And Marshbanks had 14 in the first half, so 16. He's the high scorer for both teams. Schmidt open, he tries another three and has another one. And it's a 9-point game. Quickly on the other end, McGear back outside. Beukelman drives lane and lays it in.
Great finish with the left hand.
Beukelman actually cooled off a little bit in the last part of that, the last half or so of the second half. Didn't really score.
Yeah.
And Dutzman is open, and he misses everything. Rebound to Dworick. And Beukelman wants to run again.
Gavin's got to let Easton establish position there and then make a good entry pass. Didn't happen on that one.
Schmidt goes around the screen and scores an easy basket. And he's got everything for them, all 8 points to start the half.
Weak side help was not there. Everybody more concerned staring at their man than knowing where the ball's at. And they'll do a better job next time.
And Dworick scores on the other end. And I think the scoreboard's wrong. I don't think they gave Lutheran that last basket. It should be 43-30, the scoreboard in the gym here. Or 41-30, and Marshbanks, and he is blocked by Pels.
See, on that one there, he tried to get too fancy to do the reverse instead of just one dribble, a little bit of a power move, and go straight up on the other side.
And Dutzman leaves the three short. Marshbanks with the rebound. Now we've got the scoreboard corrected. It's 41-30, Lincoln Christian with the lead. McGear back outside. And a good move by Beukelman, but then he lost the handle on it, and he's looking around for a foul, but I don't think there was one. I think he
lost the dribble.
Yep. And Schmidt steps inside. Nice spin move. And no foul called on Beukelman. He got Drew up in the air, and he kind of came down on him, but they let it go. Berger is in as well as Taverdi. So the Warriors are making some moves here in the second half. They've cut into that lead. Schmidt, he's had a heck of a second half. And blocked by Beukelman, but then apparently went off Schmidt.
Yeah, that one he just waited. He needed to catch it and go right up. And instead he gave Drew, 6'6" or so, time to get over there and get the block.
Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with LCS. Again, the Crusaders with a busy week. First week of basketball, and we're going to have 3 games under our belts after tomorrow as they head to Sutton to take on the Mustangs. And that one, apparently they're girls are doing varsity first, then JV. And Beukelman drains one from the free throw line.
Second or third time there, he's hit that little pull up right at the free throw line, elbow.
Dutzman inside. Johnny Pels turns, goes up over Taverdi, misses.
Good move, just wasn't able to finish.
Taverdi grabs the rebound, quickly up ahead, Beukelman, and he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. So, tomorrow the girls varsity will go first at 2 o'clock, and then JV after that, and the boys JV at 2, and then the boys varsity at 3:30. And my understanding is girls are going to stay in one gym and the boys in the other gym.
Yeah, I know the girls are in the elementary gym, so we'll see what that looks like. But
and I'm not sure. I mean, they're a Strive channel, and they will be broadcasting the games, but I'm not sure if that means they're going to just do the 2 boys games in the high school gym, or if they do both, they're going to have to move their equipment between games, but that's okay. Right. So if you're a Crusader fan and you won't be at Sutton, hopefully you'll be able to see a couple of games tomorrow. We're not sure which, though. Beukelman goes 1 for 2, and it's 44-30. And Taverdi picks up his 3rd foul. So he's the only one on either team with 3. Matter of fact, the only one for the Crusaders who has more than 1 foul. And a great defensive play by Holland, but it goes right back to the Warriors, and then they throw it away. So we'll give, I think we should give Gage credit for a steal or forcing a turnover or something on that play.
I'm okay with that. Gage is a high-intensity defensive guy. He usually gets some stats in those 2 areas anyway, so.
No points yet tonight for Gage, but he's making his presence felt on the defense. Yeah. Sets the screen now.
Gage probably is not going to be a high scorer for us. Another beautiful little pull-up there from Drew again at that free throw line, so.
We talked about how Drew got quiet late in the second quarter, but he's heated up here in the 3rd. And he's got 16 now for the game. Dutzman goes up and around. Nice move. He goes up and around McGear. Misses. The rebound, though, by Schluter, and he puts it in. Taverdi off the back of the iron. Rebound to Joshua Pels. And Orman goes up and over Berger, but misses the shot. He had good position. Oh, and that pass. Oh, Berger's going to end up with it after all. That was who it was intended for, but tipped by the Warriors. Just under 3 to go. 3rd quarter, Crusaders by 14. They led by, 13 at halftime. Withstood a little bit of a run from the Warriors, and Gavin let that go. I think he thought it was off Lutheran.
Yeah. Trying to post Gavin up down there on the low block, so we'll see if that's something we're going to go to, or that was just a coincidence, one-time thing.
So Dworak is back in. He's on the floor with Taverdi, Holland, Beukelman, and Marshbanks for the Crusaders. Johnny Pels tries the 3, misses. And on the rebound, they're going to get Schluter, I think, for the foul. And that'll be 3 on him.
Michael Schluter with the foul, his 3rd. Brady McGee checks in.
Dworak, Brady McGear back in the game. Inside, down low at Marshbanks to Holland coming down the lane.
Good idea. Sure a luxury to have a 6'9", 7-footer, whatever Easton is there in that short corner to look down over the zone, over the top of it, and hit a cutter through the lane.
Skip pass over to McGear. Dworak tries a 3. Rebound to Schluter, and quickly up ahead, Johnny Pels. But boy, Holland recovered quickly.
There you go. As I mentioned, great effort, great defense by Gage. Our 1 and 2 got to make sure they get back so that doesn't happen, but good recovery on Gage's part.
Warriors under their own basket. They lob it in for Porci. Tipped away by Marshbanks. Schmidt scored the first 8 for the Warriors here in this half. And a nice spin move by Pels. Ball won't drop, but he'll go to the free throw line. Gunnar Dwork picks up his first, 2 team fouls apiece. So Johnny Pels has got, he had 6 points all in the first half, hasn't scored in the second half. He's just a sophomore. He's going to be a good player, looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, matter of fact, their roster, I think they've only got one senior on their roster.
You are correct. It's just Pels, number 31. So
back to the Crusaders, and they are up 13, same as what they were at halftime. Just a minute and a half left in the third. Could be the first of 3 meetings this year. Depends on how things fall, but could be in the Centennial Conference Tournament and then in the sub-districts as well. And there's a 3 from Beukelman, his first 3 tonight. And Drew now with 10 points just in this quarter, 19 for the game. Porchy misses the 3, and Beukelman high for the rebound. And ball tipped away, but McGear picks it up.
Oh.
And I think that was intended to be a pass, wasn't it?
I would agree. It sure was.
And a foul on Brady McGear.
You know, and then you look at Lincoln Christian out there, and we've got just one non-senior on the floor right now. Pretty senior-dominated team for us this year. We're going to lose quite a bit to graduation.
Brady McGear with 2. Pels to Pels. Joshua back to Johnny. Johnny takes a 3. Misses. Marshbanks with the rebound, and he's fouled. Be the 3rd team foul on the Warriors. 19 seconds to go in the third. We'll take our break between quarters, and Mark Powell will talk to you about the capital campaign that we've just been talking about and how you can get more information or participate. We'd love to have you invest in the future of Lincoln Christian. A lot of great things happening around here, not just in facilities, but I think in the classroom and extracurricular activities. The one-act play had a great run this year. Finished, 2nd in the districts, I believe?
Yep. They did. They did really well. I was able to go out to that probably about 2 weeks ago out in Manly, Nebraska. Ever been there?
No.
I have not either, but, you know, great little up on a hill. Looks like a red barn, but it's this play production kind of.
Wow.
Yeah,
cool.
Just a really neat setting, and we went inside. It's a beautiful building.
And Beukelman hits it at the buzzer. Loose ball grabbed, and Beukelman gets a bucket to make it 52-33.
Hey, Crusader Nation, Mark Powell here, Director of Stewardship and Advancement for the Lincoln Christian School Foundation. Just want to make you aware of a special opportunity for our families and supporters of the school. As you know, we're in the midst of a campaign, a $3.7 million Shields multi-purpose facility. And to date, the Lord has provided $1.5 million of that goal, trying to raise the remaining $2.2 million. And we have a generous supporter of the school that has put a matching gift in place for the last 3 weeks of 2020. It's a $450,000 match. It's dollar for dollar. And any gift given in the next 3 weeks will be matched to move us maybe a little bit closer to building that Shields Multipurpose Center. You can contact me at 402-488-8888, extension 224, or you can find more information about this exciting project on the school's website.
Crusaders up by 19 thanks to Drew Beukelman, who had, 13 points in that quarter alone. He's got 22 now for the game. He's having a career night tonight for sure. Johnny Pels. Dutzman open for 3, misses. Marshbanks with the rebound. And a great save by Beukelman. And then a push called on Joshua Pels. I think that'll be his third.
McKaylee, my daughter, was just telling me last night, in fact, that her and Drew were talking. And I think 27 was the number that he had figured up he had to average per game to try and hit 1,000 for his career this season. So I think he's getting after that tonight.
He is. This game could be a highlight reel all in itself for him, for sure. And that foul called on Schluter. He's now got 4 in the game.
Better free throw there than the last time he was at the line. Left it short, and that one was right on.
And that one off, but an offensive rebound for Holen. And Beukelman from the top of the key drains a 3. Number 3 for 3, and he is now up to 26. Yep. So he needs another one to get 27, and what the heck, he might as well try to get a few more just to pad things for.
I think he will. We got basically the whole fourth quarter here to go. So.
And McGear, good defense, steps in front of that.
Good hustle by Gavin.
Gavin is like glue on his the guy he's guarding there. Joshua Pels with it. Misses. Put back by Orman is off, but he will go to the line.
You know, if I recall, Pels hurt us last year when we played him at Lutheran. He had a pretty good game, and we've done a really nice job on him tonight defensively.
And just the second foul on Marshbanks. He picked up that first foul pretty early in the first quarter.
Yep.
Yeah, last year was a heartbreaker. Crusaders lost by a point. Justin Bubach had a shot at the buzzer and just could not, it wouldn't fall. He had a pretty good look at it.
Yeah.
And that was the only time we played him. Didn't see him in the Centennial Conference Tournament, and they actually were in the in Class C2 last year, so they were in a different sub-district. And good hustle there by Schmidt. Got a hand on the ball and then tried to knock it off Berger, but he stepped on the line. Boys reserve team had a big win last night. They opened their season with a win over Platteview, 59-52.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get over here to school to watch it, but I was catching your broadcast on Strive. I think we had some students doing that one, actually, the commentating, which is great.
Yeah, they did a great job.
We've got some good young players coming up as well, which is good for the program.
Yep. Pals down in the corner. Drives inside, goes up and scores. Nice move.
Good strong move. Strong kid already just for being a sophomore as well, you know.
And Joshua Pell's still scoreless tonight. And Gavin McGear scoops up and misses. Gutzman with the rebound. Here's Orman down low to Schmidt. Tries to get it inside to Johnny Pels, out of bounds to the Warriors. Crusaders will be back home a week from tomorrow. Before that, though, a couple of tough road trips, especially, well, for both boys and girls. I mean, Sutton is always tough, and then next Friday night, Grand Island Central Catholic.
Yep.
Both those teams stacked. The boys for GICC bring back all 5 starters. They finished state runner-up in Class C2 last year. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Crusaders. And they are, let's see, I think they're in C2 again this year. So the good news is we're not going to have to see them in the postseason. Bad news is we're going to have to see them next Friday. And Beukelman lays it in, so he's at 28 now. And Lincoln Christian will take a timeout. Tomorrow, a lot of basketball action, a few of the games going on. tomorrow involving some of our conference brethren. Most all of these are boys-girls doubleheaders. Fremont Bergen hosting David City Aquinas. Boys Town will go to Elkhorn. Hastings St. Cecilia hosting Blue Hill. We talked about Lincoln Lutheran hosting Milford. Omaha Concordia at Roncalli. And then a couple other games. Norris will play their first game tomorrow. They go up against Blair. Blair is at Waverly tonight, so that's Waverly's first game. So they've got back-to-back first games against opponents from Lancaster County. Seward tomorrow hosting Grand Island Northwest. Freeman at Falls City. And speaking of Omaha Concordia, heard from Coach Earl, our activities director, that I guess Omaha Concordia is going to be the host of the Centennial Conference semifinals and finals this year.
You know what? I did see that as well. So
apparently it was supposed to be Boys Town, and they decided they weren't up for hosting.
Yep.
Now the only problem is I don't think Concordia streams their games.
Oh,
so
no, really?
Maybe by February or by January that will change.
Yeah, you'd think in this kind of what's going on, the viewership and people not able to get into the gym, they would be coming up with some kind of solution.
Right.
Concordia's got a nice gym up there, so that won't be a bad drive. I'll take that over, those
Kearney
during
Catholic,
the week.
right?
Kearney, yep, we were Kearney last year, so driving out there on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, I'll pass on that this year.
Down low to Johnny Pels, a nice move, he lays it in. And he's got 11 now. Lincoln Christian by 20. 5.5 to go. Taverdi goes around the screen.
Jonas forgot to roll over there. Carson was looking for him.
And Gavin right down the middle. Shot is altered and missed. Pels over to Schmidt. There's Joshua Pels, kicks it back out to his brother, and Johnny misses the three. Rebound by Berger. So the Warriors, they'll have another tough game tomorrow. Milford rated 10th in the preseason poll in the World Herald in Class C1, and Milford is another team in our sub-district. So their team will have to watch out for late in the season. It's Lincoln Christian, Lincoln Lutheran, Milford, Raymond Central, and Malcolm in both the boys and girls sub-districts. And Beukelman misses the dunk. Berger gets the rebound. A miss, loose ball, and then a foul by Berger.
I know Malcolm's got a good young team coming back. We beat them in the sub-district last year and then also faced them again first round of state.
Right, they had two freshmen who were probably their two best players.
Right, so that'll be another tough matchup for us probably at some point.
And the Malcolm boys, they're playing their first game tonight, both boys and girls, but on the boys' side, they're playing their first game against Auburn, two-time defending state champs in C2 or C1, so that'll be a tough hill to climb.
Trying to think, was Cam Binder a senior last year or just a junior, right?
He's back for one more year
down there in Auburn.
Yep, so. And offensive rebound, and Pels misses the putback. And then a jump ball called on the, I believe that's what they're going to call. Yep. Yeah, Auburn, two-time defending state champ. They come in ranked number 1 to start the season in C1, and they've won something like, they went 29-0 last year, and I think won their last 10 or 12 games the year before, so something like 40 wins in a row or close to it.
That's impressive.
And, talking about Cam Binder, of course, we played Auburn in football this year, and the guy, I mean, he's a guard in basketball and a linebacker in football.
Right, yep. I took notice of him out there as well. And
I think was their leading tackler on defense, too.
Yeah, he was, actually. I mean, he was active in that game against us. Just tough kid, good athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He's not one, honestly, when he walks in the gym, you're going to think maybe he's going to be the top athlete, just visually, but he's really put a lot of work in and
I was
does a great job.
And the great shot by Taverdi, but it's well after the whistle, so it won't count. Foul goes on Orman, his first. Hansen now in for the Crusaders. Kobe Hansen, who you heard on the airwaves last night, calling the Lincoln Christian reserve game. He and Andrew Johnson did a great job on that. He's in the game along with Taverdi, Holen, Berger, and Brady McGear. And we got an offensive foul called on Berger. So it looks like we've got a couple of guys who haven't played yet. We'll see if Hollenbeck and Nunley get in the game here. We've got 3 minutes to go. I'm sure they will get a chance. Lincoln Christian by 20.
They got their shooting shirt off at least, so it looks like Gary's going to try and get him in.
Brady McGear strips it over to Berger. Brings it back out. Now Hansen drives, comes back to Holen. Here comes Nunley and Hollenbeck. They're going to get in. And a great shot by Taverdi up and over the defense.
That's a tough shot, a little floater in the lane.
Carson Taverdi's first basket tonight. Pels down low. Turnaround up and over Berger, and he finally has his first basket.
Yeah, I'm curious what he averaged last year. He's probably, I would guess, 10, 12, 14, somewhere in that range.
I think I've got it. We'll see. Last year, 15 and a half.
15 a game, wow. And we've held him to 2, so that's a great job on our part.
So a quick timeout for some subs, and Ethan Hollenbeck and Isaiah Nunley in the game. So they will run with Carson Taverdi, Brady McGear, and Kobe Hansen. And it'll be the Crusaders' ball. Taverdi drives baseline. Back outside. And a steal. And then he stepped on the line. Number 24 in the game for the first time. Cooper Mave for the Warriors. Well, we'll wrap up this game in a couple of minutes and see how much snow there is on the ground outside. McGear hits the shot. Brady McGear. And for Brady, that's his first basket. Boys team against Seward on Tuesday night. Everybody who played scored for Lincoln Christian. Jonas Berger set the game out, but everybody else who got in at least scored a point or two, so that was nice to see.
Yeah, that was a good first game for our boys.
And Storm Porchy scores, and then a timeout by Coach Glines for the Warriors. Porchy with his first bucket. So again, we said next week the Crusaders, Grand Island Central Catholic on Friday, and it'll be Archbishop Bergen on Saturday. So back-to-back games again next weekend. Hansen drives, hands off to Hollenbeck, and he scores.
It's 2 of our younger players that'll be back next year. Good to see them. Kobe's a quick little guard, and Ethan a little bit bigger down there in the block area, and could be a good low post presence for us in the coming years.
And Ethan may still have a little more growing to do. Hard to say.
Yeah, that's true.
And Hollenbeck again. This one doesn't quite drop for him. And May hits a 3. Lincoln Christian will go to 2-0 on the season. The Warriors fall to 0-1. Ball into traffic. Brady McGear tracks it down, though. Hollenbeck, and again, a little bit too strong.
Yep.
That'll come, though, hopefully. Another 3 on the way for the Warriors. Missed, and then Nunley can't grab it. Out of bounds to Lincoln Lutheran. 3.8 left to go. team can be happy with their game tonight, but can't spend a whole lot of time celebrating. Got to start thinking about Sutton tomorrow.
Yep.
And at the buzzer, a bucket for Logan DeBoer. So he scores to bring our final score to 64-47. Crusaders win it over Lincoln Lutheran. And again, pretty much from start to finish, the Warriors made a couple of runs here and there to get a little close, but the Crusaders pretty much controlled this game.
Yeah, they did. We were able to get some, points out in the transition fast break, and then Drew was on tonight, so Drew kind of carried us.
So unofficially tonight for the Crusaders, 28 for Beukelman, 16 for Marshbanks, 9 for Gavin McGear, 4 for Gunnar Dworick, 2 each for Brady McGear, Carson Taverdi, and Ethan Hollenbeck, and 1 for Jonas Berger. And the Warriors
at the highest level possible. Father, thank you for the game of basketball. Thank you that we get to do this, and we just praise you for that. Amen.
Okay, sorry, I'm talking over the prayer there. Coach Nunley had a prayer for all the teams, and the fact that we don't have a lot of people here tonight, why it was a little easier to hear them. That is a tradition with the Crusaders and the Warriors, regardless of what sport it is, usually after the game, why they get together for a group prayer. So that was nice to hear. So again, we'll just quickly wrap up. Johnny Pell's leading scorer tonight for the Warriors. He finished with 11 points. Actually, he and Gabe Schmidt both with 11. So both boys and girls got to be happy with these wins tonight, and a good start to the season.
You bet. Thanks for having me on tonight, Keith.
For Brent Ailes, I'm Keith Miles, and thanks to Andrew Cleff and to Carter Larson for helping us on our crew tonight. Our next varsity action here on Strive will be a week from tomorrow, but check out the Strive TV/Sutton channel tomorrow. Hopefully you'll get to see some Crusader basketball. Have a great night.